All those moms that go about saying, I can confide in my kids. Really, you can tell them about the cobweb situation down there.
I just talk about anything, from what's going on in real life to what's going on in my head. I take popular opinions, social media buzz, private questions from different industries and talk. I've been told I talk a lot and talk good, so let's channel it to a bigger audience. Enthusiastic, opinionated, brilliant, and beautiful. This is Ayode.
Hi, how you all doing? It's been a while. I don't know, just get so caught up doing several things. But hello and welcome to This is Ayode. My name is Ayode. Obviously, this is me. I am Ayode. And and recently, right? I posted something on Instagram and on WhatsApp. Ladies, would you rather be single with kids or single without kids? As in the older age, let's say you gotten married or whatnot, what would you rather choose? I started off this topic because it's been an argument between myself and my mom for such a long time. Let me just state outright, I would rather remain single for the rest of my life without kids. But my mom is of the on the other side. She's like, it's better to be married and maybe divorced or something with kids because at least they'll keep you company, they'll keep you as a warm or whatever. And I'm like, huh? I don't really think so. So I got a lot of comments, obviously, and I'll get to that. Let me just start off by putting it in three different lights. Why I think that's a whole lot of crap. Okay. First off, you don't want to be like all these broke baby mamas shouting on Instagram for daddy for their baby daddies to drop them to give them money, buy them milk, pay school fees. I mean, seriously speaking, let's be honest. I think the people who are happy being single with kids are people that have money. Like you're not going to see Kourtney Kardashian, take for example, going on Instagram screaming at Scott for not paying like child fees or whatever. Because let's face it, okay, she's probably also paying him. Like you don't like it's much easier when you have the money and the resources to help you raise your kids. Okay, someone like her, someone like Angelina Jolie, for heaven's sake. I mean, I read one rumor somewhere that she had like six nannies. She's not the only one who's raising all those kids. Okay, they have nannies running around them, cleaning them up, probably taking them off to school and dropping them off, or if she's the one doing it, hey, whichever way. The point is that they've got resources to help them out. So those are not single mamas. Okay, the single mamas that we see, the stereotypical ones that go out screaming, I wouldn't want to end up like that. And then you know what happens again? You know, when you have these kids, when you're a single mom, like a broke single mom, let's face it, and you're doing all of these hustles by yourself, and you've got them kids, you don't have time for your personal life. You don't even have time to date, which kind of takes me to the second reason why I would prefer to be a single mom for a single woman for the rest of my life without kids. It's because my kids are going to leave me eventually. Like, let's forget this. Oh, they're going to go off and get married. When they go off to college, when they go off to their friend's house, when they go off to summer, I'm going to be alone. And all those moms that go about saying, I can confide in my kids, really, you can tell them about the cobweb situation down there. Like, let's face it, it's not everything that you can tell them. Okay, and these kids are going to go off, they're going to leave you, and then you're just going to be all by yourself. So you know what happens a lot of times, right? I can't really say that's still happening right now, but what happens a lot of times is that the baby mamas, you as a single mom, you probably don't want to introduce men into your kids' lives. You want to make sure that they are right for your kids. You want to make sure things are done properly. So you do not bring in kids. You do not bring in. You do not bring in guys just anyhow. And most times, what that means is that you're probably not dating. So you're not taking care of yourself, you're not watching your weight, you're not getting your hair done, your nails done, and everything. Because let's face it, we all do it when we know we are available on the market, we're single and searching, or we're dating and we want to keep our relationship intact, whatever, all that, I do it for myself. Yeah, yeah, you do it for yourself, but deep down inside, we do it for the guys. So when you're not dating, you let yourself go And when these kids now leave you, then you've let yourself go, then you have to start all over again. You have to start doing the gymming stuff. You have to start learning how to talk to guys. It is hard work. I don't know, Then third reason why I would not choose to be a single mom is because it is not what God had ordained for me. That was not my purpose, okay? And it is so funny. It's on the first page in the Bible, Genesis 1, verse 7. People just seem to skip over it and go all the way deep down into the Bible trying to look for scriptures that back up marriage and relationship. It is just right there. Okay, God's intention for marriage was to provide companionship. Simple. He provided a companion for Adam. And I strongly believe that is part of my divine purpose here on earth. I believe that when it comes to this marriage and relationship, it's four things. Okay. It's first to be a partner and a companion. Second, it's to be a friend. Third, it's to be a wife to my husband. And then fourth, to be a mother to his kids. So why on earth would I just pick to be a mother to his kids? Only. Then what happens when it's great times and we get old? I don't have a best friend to grow old with. And yes, my kids are going to cherish me all through their lives. They're going to love me, but they literally are obligated to love their partners. So they're going to go and get married, have their own kids. They are obligated to put them first. They might not say it outright that they're putting them first, but of course they're going to put them first. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to spend a lot of money to stick that single mama in a home somewhere or to get a nurse to be taking care of the person, to make sure the person is happy, keep them intact, and all of that stuff. And when we get older, we lose friends. The older we get, the less friends that we have. So how many friends are going to be there when you're 80 or 75? Why don't you just do you get what I'm trying to say? Like it's not something I would wish for to to be old and alone. And even with kids, but my kids can't see me or can't be around me because they have their own priorities. All right. Now, some of the comments I was getting fantastic. A lot of people also agree single without kids. Sean was just like outright, Ndidi was like, yes. Kemi gave a very good point. Kemi was like, she would not choose to be single with kids around the age of 30 or 25 because it's hard and she's very young, she'll be very young and all of that stuff. So it will be very hard on her, which is very true, which is what we see when we look at the average baby mama screaming on Instagram or screaming on social media, calling out their baby daddies. They're usually very young. But she said if she was in her 40s, then most likely she'll do that. I completely agree with you, because most likely when you're in your 40s, you're more successful, you can pay your own bills, and you're living the Angelina Jolie life. What I'm talking about. She's probably just in a bikini by the poolside, all the nation's children are swimming, and they've got like 1,001 bodyguards and nannies taking care of them. And then when they're done swimming, she can be like, you know what, kids, let's get in the chopper, go to Disneyland just for private fun time. Of course, she can afford to do that. She's older, she's more successful, definitely. So, Kemi, I completely agree. Another comment I completely fell in love with was that of my boss. You know, Toyo Ladura was like, it is hard on the kids to live with one parent. So, if anybody has to do it, she advised probably not even having your own kids, go and adopt. That way you're rescuing a child. I like that, And then she's like, get a daddy figure in their lives. Okay. So get a friend, a brother who is intentionally, not just by accident, okay, intentionally willing to play a daddy figure in their lives. It is very, very important. So, aside from all of the play and all of the jokes, I think that last comment is extremely important for Toy. If you have to do it, or if you find yourself in a situation where you have no other choice, please let's get daddy figures, intentional daddy figures in their life. Okay, well, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Remember, keep telling yourself positive things every day to motivate you, to keep you going and keep you upbeat. Okay, mine, I am beautiful, I am loved, I am sexy. I am a go-getter and I am an achiever. Okay, so just have yours every day. Recite it to yourself. It's very, very important. Stay tuned to more. Thank you all of you that have subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and comment. Okay, give your reviews. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.